cook. And Kurdistan is a different place. Kurdistan is semi-autonomous. It has its own government, the KRG, Kurdish Regional Government. It has its own army, the Peshmerga, those who choose death, or affectionately known as the Peach Melba by the press. And it has its own security forces, the Asaish, who are actually pretty competent. So it makes the Kurdish region relatively peaceful in comparison to the rest of federal Iraq. That's the very center of Erbil, which is the capital of the Kurdish region. That place, the citadel, has been revamped, probably with UNESCO money, and it's been occupied for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Quite a pleasant place to go. You can go to Erbil, walk around. You can get direct flight to. Well, I'm flying in Erbil on Friday and going through Istanbul. There are 2 or 3 carriers that come in. If anybody ever wants to pop over and do some photography, you'll be welcome. This is a photograph taken in 2014 when I first started working in Erbil. And it's fairly typical. It's a building site that's been taken over by refugees who have fled Islamic State. And basically, to be Kurdish is to have been a refugee at one stage, and to be Kurdish is to accept refugees and to give shelter to those who need it when they need it. Photograph up in Sulaymaniyah. I'd spent a lot of time in Baghdad and a lot of time in Basra, and me and my management team hadn't spent a lot of time elsewhere. So we decided to get on the plane and go and travel. And basically we put in our forecast of events, trips to Mosul, to Erbil, to Sulaymaniyah, which is quite near the Iranian border, with a view just doing something different and discovering more of the country. And then a month, a week, 2 weeks before we were due to fly, we'd pick the phone up, see who we knew in those places, and go and visit. And it just opened our eyes to a different Iraq. An Iraq where you don't have to walk around, you don't have to be escorted by close protection guys, you don't have to drive around in armored vehicles. This is Choman, which is right up on the Iranian border. It's home to one of the world's largest minefields. And when I first started working there, I went up to go and visit my staff who were clearing the minefields. And the local staff said to my expat project manager, don't go on the mountain, boss, you'll get stuck. But he had me there and he wanted me to see it. So he was under some pressure. So we all went up the mountain and we all got stuck and had to walk off. Everything that we took up there got bogged in. And I really enjoyed it. I had great fun. I love mountain walking generally. And the locals went up with diggers and got everything out. But Choman is beautiful. It's worth showing because I guess everybody thinks Iraq is just desert. And it's much more than that.